I'm not really great at this video thing. It's not my thing. So there's gonna never be perfection. You'll get shadows and all kinds of crazy movement because I don't know what I'm doing. But you know what? This is me being authentically me. And I'm not here to be anyone else. I'm not here to be perfect. I spent a lot of my life trying to be perfect and please everyone. And I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to enjoy who I am. I want to breathe. I want to meet people. I want to pet your dogs. I want to enjoy your children. That brings me to this beautiful story. I was in this place called Bristol. And it was a fabulous place. I lived in this beautiful home, okay? This was a very big and beautiful home with a gorgeous, glorious garden in the back with big roses growing everywhere. I mean, I had flowers coming up every day that I'd never seen before. Anyway, I was looking after this beautiful black lab called Briar. And she was like a little teenager, but she was 12 years old. I would wake up and go down and see her, and she would have one of my slippers or my shoe in her mouth, and she was so excited to see me. She really came alive with me there, and we really played every day. I started going for really, really long walks because she loved it so much. She would swim for an hour up at this little lake, and it was a fabulous experience for me. I started learning that she didn't bring back the sticks. Okay, so if I didn't bring a whole whack of sticks, she would just let them loose in the lake. So we would run out of things to do because she loved to swim back and forth and back and forth. And I mean, it was amazing. She was 12 years old, And one day there was this beautiful Polish woman there. I mentioned that she's Polish because I recognized her accent and I spoke a little Polish to her and she was really impressed and happy. Just little things we can do to put people's smiles on their faces. So worth it. Anyway, she had these two beautiful daughters, and when I got there, one of her daughters fell back on the picnic bench and smashed her head, and it was horrible, and her daughter was really upset. I mean, anybody would be upset. But her other daughter, she saw all my sticks, and she said, "Are you going to throw those sticks for your dog?" And I said, "Yes, I am." She says, "Could I throw one of those sticks for your dog?" And I said, "Yes, you can." So she took that stick and she called the dog's name and she threw the stick in. We started playing with the dog. And I would talk to her and I'd play with her, and we had the most amazing time together, me and this little girl. And her mom sat there and watched how I played with her daughter while she consoled her other daughter. And we played and we played and we were beautifully in sync with each other, being completely present. I mean, children have this magical way of bringing us into presence. And that's where all the miracles are in the now moment, You're thinking of the past, you're going to be miserable. You're thinking of the future, you're going to be miserable, but if you can stay in this now moment, it's glorious. Anyway, she kind of ran off and found this other part of the river and took her mom in there. So I waved, I said, "Okay, bye, have a nice day." And she waved, and she was just in the moment with something, Had nothing to do with me. We had a great time together. Anyway, I met this guy and his family, and he was from Bristol, and he was super awake, so we had a lot to talk about. And we were walking along up towards Blaze Castle, and we're having the most amazing conversation, like probably one of the best conversations that I had in Bristol with this guy and his family. And all of a sudden I get this tug on my leg, This is a little girl. She puts her arms up to me and she jumps into my arms and gives me the biggest hug, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's like the best moment of my entire life right now. Wow, thank you so much. It takes my breath away. When you have these moments with people that just open your heart You remember what love is that you get to share with people. It just made me want to stay outside every day because I want to have those moments with people and I want to call them in. And I'm so grateful to God for that. Couldn't be more grateful for that little girl. She was amazing.